That is not the correct way to eat a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, what the food? Tell me what you gonna do. Are you gonna eat the pizza with the special toppings too? Yes, it's been revealed and it turned into a spectacle. Now don't start tripping, it's just a juicy testicle. Hail and welcome to Pizza Crimes 2. Yeah, we got some what the food stuff that'll make you go, man. These people are deserving of execution, but that's not for me to decide. That's really for you to decide. Welcome. As always, if you're watching this while you're eating or getting ready to eat, you've probably made a poor life choice. But anyway, let's say hi to the chat, shall we? We have the amazing... I did it again. Yep, that should be better. Hail to Vince Womack. Who told me that I had low audio. Thank you, sir, for letting me know. Yeah. I was recording some songs. That music is the reason that I've missed out on the last 2 weeks, among other things. He says we're good now. Nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And welcome, Vince. Thank you for joining us, and welcome whoever else is viewing it with us today. I do gotta say, these pizza crimes are on a whole different level. I should probably silence my cell phone. Yeah. It's been a minute since we've been here. But fear not, we're back on our regular schedule. I had to swap my work schedules around in order to maximize my income. So, yeah, it took some adjusting. Daylight savings time here in the States didn't help either. Just saying, that whole jump an hour ahead thing, I'm really sick of that. I wish they'd just leave it alone. Seriously. Anyway, let's jump right in, shall we? The first one we have is a fairly simple crime. I'm gonna just let you guys see it, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, who doesn't love cooking a mini pizza directly on a burner, right? I mean, you got some good dough. You make sure you aerate the dough so it doesn't get all stupid, right? And direct sauce, and this has got to be delicious, especially looking at the state of their stove there. I mean, it doesn't look too terribly dirty, but at the same time, why in the world don't you just use a pan? Like what? Like that? For me, this is wrong on a lot of different levels, just because, like, I would never treat my burner like this, ever. Like, look at that. That is the most terrible... Like, what is that shit? And why is it always women that are creating these monstrosities? Yeah, she's speaking Italian like she's not offending the entire Italian country and heritage with this. Hail to the lovely Sherry. She says, hi. Hi there. I hope you enjoy what we're about to do today. Vince says, that's disgusting. Yeah, it is. Vince says, especially since the reason they made daylight savings time is no longer valid. Yes, indeed. We are not an agrarian society. Lovely Sherry says, yummy plastic plate and plastic spoon flavor. Yes, indeed. Let's give that another run through, shall we? Now, it's important that you evenly spread the dough because you wouldn't want the edges to get too burned by the direct contact with fire, right? Because who wants fire-cooked pizza? I mean, this is, like... I would hate to be, like, a spouse of this individual or a roommate because, like, I would have to probably clean that up. Like, and what? You know, like, nothing on the top is cooked. There's a reason you bake pizza. Let's be real. That's not cooked. That's not cooked. The dough might not be soggy or gross, like soft. Disgusting. Disgusting. I'll call that Exhibit A. I hereby sentence that lady to 3,000 hours of community service, cleaning up trash in Sicily. Yes, indeed. Vince Womack says, and what the hell is she using as base? Lovely Sherry says, pancake mix. That is my guess as well, because I don't know about you guys, but my pizza dough has never been this runny. Ever. Ever. Not a single time have I ever imagined trying to use pizza dough that's runny like that. I mean, any self-respecting chef, any self-respecting individual in the world knows that you don't do like this is awful. This is awful. Yes, she's well deserving of the 3,000 hours of community service she now has to do in Sicily. Yeah. Why does it keep doing that? You piece of crap. I'm looking at this next one and I'm automatically confused. All right. We'll break this down, but something tells me this is like, man, and I hope that Anthony Bourdain is crying, honestly, because, yeah. Hold on. Vince Womack says, what's wrong is just making mini pizzas normally. What's wrong with making mini pizzas normally? Or making mini pizzas is the crime? Because that's definitely not enough pizza. Unless you're anorexic. Then maybe that's enough pizza. But I don't know. But yeah, let's take a look at this guy. Yeah. It looks like they just straight up violated the toppings portion of this. Because the rest of this pizza, like underneath all this topping stuff, actually looks like a normal pizza. But, yeah. Vince says, full English breakfast pizza. Ugh. Yeah. Yep. See? And I'm glad everyone's on the same page. This is definitely a British pizza. That's the first thing that I thought when I saw this as well. Because this is some people would look at this and be like, oh, that's potato cake, or that's a hash brown, or, you know, this, that, or the other thing. Those are fish fillets. We have some baked beans. Hail to Diablo Dame, who automatically says, no thanks. Oh, come on. You don't like that? Why wouldn't you eat this? Come on. Yeah, fish fillet, fish patties, whatever you want to call those. A fried egg. I'm going to assume this is sausage of some kind. Obviously, the beans. The beans is really what gives it away as a British dish. And then you know, this could either be ham or onions. I don't know. Personally, I don't really care for the color of the dough, the bread, the crust. It looks like they burnt it a little bit, maybe, and I know some people don't mind that, but you never know. That, in personal opinion, that's a terrible crust. And they have an Anthony Bourdain's cookbook up here, which I honestly hope that he would sue someone over this. Yeah. And the lovely Sherry says, and people have an issue with just pineapple. Yeah. There's a lot worse crimes in this world than pineapple on pizza, and we're looking at them right now. I believe that this would earn this individual a sentence of 13 years in salt mines, only bread and water. Yeah. Vince Womack says, it looks like they used bread dough. That's a very strong possibility, Vince. It is a very strong possibility that they just kind of cheaped it out and used some bread dough. But if we're being honest, I use my pizza dough recipe for various other types of bread, so I don't know about that. Like, the other way around might work okay, but using pizza dough for various things, like, works out really well, like rolls and stuff. Yeah, tasty. But this, not so much, because they could have at least sauteed the mushrooms. because those mushrooms are uncooked. Yeah, I hope that person enjoys their time in the salt mines, because that is the court's ruling on this case. Man, and this next one, I don't really know how to classify this within the realm of crime, but yeah, it's a cashew pizza. This automatically, because it's cashews, becoming one of the most expensive pizzas you've ever made. At least here in the United States, it would be, because cashews are expensive here. Like, I don't know what I would like. Nuts on a pizza. I know some people have done pine nuts and various things like that. I've seen a chia seed pizza recently. Didn't make it into the show because it wasn't as awful as the other things that we have here. But it's still like, if you protein pizza, you know. The lovely Sherry says, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Yeah, well, I got news for you. This is mild. Everything we've seen so far is just mild. These are all misdemeanors compared to what I'm going to show you later. Yeah, but would you guys eat nuts on a pizza, assuming you don't have a nut allergy? Would you guys eat nuts on a pizza? Because I personally wouldn't. This is just as bad as putting peanuts on a pizza, or pistachios, or walnuts. Like, they're not supposed to be on a pizza. Yeah, Vince Womack says, not the cheapest, but loaded. Damn, I was just going to say protein loaded. Yeah, it is absolutely, if you need a source of protein, go for it. Why not? Are you a gym bro looking for a good way to get your carbs and protein? Here you go. There you go. And Vince says no. Not on pizza. No. See, I love cashews. I love nuts. Love nuts. But cashews on a pizza? Diablo Dame says, maybe a dessert pizza with some pecans. Yeah, a dessert pizza is a little different, because you're not contesting with pepperonis and all this other stuff. But, like, part of me says that this might taste okay, but the sheer moral fabric of my being screams out against this. Seriously. Vince Womack says, clipped. Ha 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 ha. Yes, you should, because I love nuts. There's another one for you. Yeah. Yeah, nuts on a pizza. This person gets sentenced to, I'm going to say 2 years in rehabilitative counseling. Yeah, because this is clearly a sign of mental illness. Vince Womack says the texture's all wrong. It'd be too crunchy. Yes, indeed. That would definitely be way too crunchy for a pizza. But you have to ask yourself, would it be as crunchy as this? I'll let you guys take a look at this and figure out where the crime is here. Just think about it. Yeah. Let that sink in. And for all of those who are listening and not watching, lovely Sherry says, "Is that raisins?" You wish that was raisins, lovely Sherry. Vince Womack says, "Are those olives? Bugs, olives, or raisins?" Lovely Sherry says, "Black beans." See, now you guys are catching on. Diablo Dame says, "Are those bugs?" Yes, these are ants. This is an ant pizza. Ants. Yes, this is the first pizza crime deserving of capital punishment. And to put it simply, this person does get the death penalty. They get death by siafu. Yeah. Yeah, the lovely Sherry says, yeah, ants on a pizza. I wouldn't eat bugs to begin with. All right? Wouldn't eat bugs to begin with. And now that I'm reading Sherry's comment again, this could be a scream of terror. Like, honestly. He says, large ants or tiny pizza. This is a full-size pizza, and those are giant ants. Those are big-ass ants. See, Diablo Dame gets it, not going to eat the bugs. See, this pizza here was invented by the WEF. Yeah, most people probably don't realize that, but this was developed directly by the World Economic Forum to try and get people to move towards the bug method. You will eat bugs. You will own nothing. You will happy. You will like it. Eat the bugs. Just eat the bugs. All you gotta do is eat the bugs. I can't think of a single person that would eat this, that at least not an American or anyone of a Western culture or anyone of a sane mind. This is awful. This is awful. This person has earned themselves death by siafu. If you don't know what a siafu is, look it up. Yeah. Yeah, you guys totally want this. Yeah. Klaus Schwab approves. Yes, he does. Yes, he does indeed. Lovely Sherry says that's an Asian pizza. Yeah. It could be. It could be. Or it could very easily be like, that could be a Californian pizza, if we're being honest, if it weren't for the fact that they're all vegans out there. But, like, you want to talk about a crunchy texture issue there, Vince. Like, this is your crunchy texture issue. 100%. In case you missed it. Ants on a pizza. Here you go. Hail to Christian Delorme's Vinyl Revival. Hello, my friend. It's good to see you. You joined just in time to see this monstrosity. Yeah. Diablo Dame says, I'll let the hippies take that. Ah, Lovely Sherry says, oh, it's Brazilian. That would make sense. We do have numerous crimes from Brazil today. I won't lie. Just looking at the next one left me in a state of shock, even though I've seen it like a million times. After what we're about to see, I don't want to hear a single person complain about pineapple on pizza ever again. Hail to Lindsay, the cynical geek. She says, the only crunchy topping that belongs on a pizza is well done pepperoni or bacon. I agree 100%. Yes. Vince Womack says, I was just thinking where there are giant ants to be found. Well, the lovely Sherry knows. Probably Brazil. There are flying ants, Vince. Yes, we have flying ants here in Colorado, actually. Yeah. Oh, they are flying ants. They very easily could be flying ants. Yeah, that's flying ants pizza. Gross. Icky. Icky. But this next one takes it to a whole different level. This is our second candidate for the death penalty. We have fried banana bubblegum pizza. I'll let the disgustingness of this pizza set in for you. All right, look at this. Ugh. The lovely Pepto-Bismol pink really accents the overripe looking bananas. They're not quite black. Not quite black, but still fried banana bubblegum pizza. Yes, this person is not only deserving of capital punishment, but I think that they need at least 30 days of 30 lashes every day. The lovely Sherry says this has to be a child's creation. No normal adult would do this. No, but you also have to remember that we do not live in a time of normal adults. This is a time of craziness across the world. And look at this. Look at this. It's so liquidy with whatever bubblegum flavored shit they put on it that it's leaking out the cut. Like, um, Vince Womack says, death by choo-choo. Locomotive sounds. Yeah, this person definitely deserves a little death by trolley over here. I can't even imagine what the flavor of this pizza actually is, because my brain knows what bubblegum flavor is, and it knows what fried banana tastes like, because I do enjoy a fried banana every once in a while. But the lovely Sherry asks a very interesting question. She says, would you take a bite for $100? For $100 for a single bite? Yes. I would take a bite of that for $100, but I would still sentence that individual to death. And after tasting it, probably a worse death than I had imagined. Vince Womack says, guessing a red-bearded weirdo made that. It's possible. It's possible. I feel like this is a result of meth-induced psychosis. Man. That's a real appetizing piece of work right there. Fried banana bubblegum pizza. Tasty. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And if we're being totally honest about the next one, I'm not 100% sure what we're looking at. I don't know what we're about to look at, but it earns a crime. It earned its place here because of the level of confusion. This is a person's dinner of some kind, obviously. We've got a whatever this pizza is, with a whatever that is, some popcorn, and a Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream zero sugar. This is like getting a diet soda with your extra large meal from McDonald's. I don't think it offsets what you're doing to your body. Because if we look at what's on this so-called pizza, that's sausage and olives. But whatever this is, this sauce, if you can call it a sauce or cheese sauce, I don't know. I don't know. Christian Delorme says, listening while driving, not too much texting. That's quite all right, sir. I'll do my best to describe the monstrosities that we're looking at here. The pizza we're currently looking at looks like it was possibly made on a tortilla or a flatbread of some kind. Its saucy cheese stuff is it's pink. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of the last pizza that we saw, he says it makes chocolate strawberry pizza look good. Yeah. And then Vince Womack immediately follows that up with, what the heck? Yeah. Lindsay, the cynical geek. Okay, they're not even, like, whatever. Grammatically speaking, that was wrong on so many different levels. But she says, Pepto-Bismol colored pizza plus Dr. Pepper Zero equals girl dinner. The girl who made this or whatever is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Lovely Sherry says, pita bread with pink sauce. Yeah, pink sauce. We'll go with that. Pink sauce. Yeah. Vince Womack says, are you sure that's sausage? No, I'm not. I'm not 100% sure that's sausage. It's wishful thinking that's sausage. If we're being totally honest, because he says it looks like potatoes. It could be potatoes. It could be potato wedges. This could be a vegetarian pizza, but I don't know. I have no idea if that's actually sausage, but Wishful thinking makes me say that this is sausage. And this person is also getting sent to a state mental health facility as they are not mentally competent enough to stand trial for the pizza crime that they have committed. They are hereby sentenced to at least 5 years in a maximum security mental health facility to deal with not only their delusional thoughts and their obvious psychosis, but to deal with whatever violent urges led them to create such a monstrosity. And I don't even want to know what this dessert thing is here. Assuming that's a dessert. I don't know what that is. That's just like, what? Like, I imagine the person that made this has like 7-inch long fake acrylic nails that are like bright pink. And his name is Jeff. I have no idea. Like, looking like, and why popcorn? Why would you pair pizza in any condition with popcorn? Really? Ah, yes. And now for our good friend. I don't have a name. I call them a good friend just out of politeness. This next one is actually a serial offense, okay? And I need you guys to just stick with me till the end. Stick with me till the end. It's a 15 seconds of horror. Let's begin. Do 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 do. Look at all this nasty shit. Yeah, the end result doesn't look terrible. No, stop. Like, let's be honest. If I didn't know what was on this, I might actually try this. Right? Lovely Sherry says lasagna pizza. Yeah, I wish. It's technically a lasagna, I guess, but man. Vince Womack says, Judge Corey, charge pizza crime. How do you plead? There's no plea. There's no pleading in this courtroom. These people were found guilty before we even convened court. Yes, this is a kangaroo court. This is a drumhead court. But I gotta tell you, man. He says some okay pizzas in between. Yes, okay pizzas in between, indeed. However, Diablo Dame says, I'm not sure I can get high enough to enjoy that. Yeah, let's take a look step by step what's going on here. We've got a pizza as a base, and that's prosciutto. Probably not saying that right. To top it off, right? Lindsay the Geek says, I'm a stoner and wouldn't touch that clusterfuck of a monstrosity. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'm right there with you. All right, we started with a frozen pizza, and then we went to prosciutto on top of that. Then it was topped with sauce, what looks to be ragu sauce, or Prego possibly. And then they put ground beef or ground sausage on top of it, whichever it happens to be. Then another pizza. Then they topped that with more ragu sauce, right? And then they topped that with sliced up hot dog. And then they topped that with cheese. I'm going to assume that's mozzarella, though assumptions are dangerous, because when you assume, it makes an ass out of you and me. And then they topped that with American cheese. You know it's American cheese because it looks like plastic. Even out of the plastic. All right? And then they put mushrooms on top of the American cheese. Then they put another pizza on top. Then they put more ragu sauce. Then they put noodles. I don't know if this is ziti noodles or whatever, but okay. Maybe they're just long macaroni. Then they put more slices of, I'm going to assume that's American cheese, but it could be cheddar. Could be a really crappy cheddar. It could be slices of Velveeta. Who knows? Clearly, they almost forgot to take a picture of the evidence against them. And then they topped that with what looks to be shredded mozzarella cheese. Could be provolone. but I'm betting it's more mozzarella cheese. Then they topped that with what looks like sliced ham or possibly salami, pastrami, something like that. Not dark enough to be any of those harder meats, but it could be. It could be. Who knows? Who knows? Mystery meat number 5,000. Then they baked it. All right? They baked it. Oh man, look at that. It doesn't look terrible. If I didn't know what was in it, it doesn't look terrible. But let's back this up just a sec. Let's just back this up a sec. Yeah. The cheese melted so much. It's penne. All right, those are penne noodles. Thank you, Vince. Yeah, and they baked it and then they cut it. And if you look at the cross section here, you can see that they definitely cooked it properly. Lovely Sherry says that looks like a stomach ache on a lot of different levels. A lot of different levels. Yeah, and then they ask, how many crimes can one pizza commit? Well, as you can tell, I censored all the names to protect the safety of the individuals that committed these crimes. We don't need any vigilantes going out there and taking justice into their own hands. But I do want to say that this person is hereby sentenced to life in a Russian prison, probably K Block up in Siberia. Yeah. Vince says one crime made in a bucket. No, this is not one crime. They committed many crimes all at once. This is a list. Oh, first crime made in a bucket. That's fair. That's fair. Like this person does deserve the death penalty, but I feel like life in a prison, in a Russian prison, would be much more fitting for this individual. We'll just give it one more playthrough, just to give you the full effect. Yep. Oh man. And there it is. And there it is. That's all the evidence we will ever need to convict that person of high crimes against society. That was awful. That was awful. Terrible. And yes, I would take a bite of that for $100 as well. Vince Womack says, whipping by Italians. They get whipped by Italians in the cold of the Russian prison. This would be the first time that the international penal communities have come together to punish a single individual on this level. All right. Period. Blah. The next one, however, is another international crime. And I gotta say, the Australians, they have clearly been abandoned by God if they're making things like this. And it's just me saying Australian, you should know what's on this pizza. I could give you a second to guess, but I'm just going to show you. It's a pizza shaped like Australia covered in Vegemite. Yeah, so all this dark, nasty shit you see here is Vegemite. All right? Pizza on the barbie. Yep, pizza on the barbie. He's laughing at his own joke. Now, anyone who's proud to call themselves an Australian should automatically just come out and lynch this person. Honestly. Vince Womack is vomiting violently. Oh my. Oh my. It's just a Vegemite pizza made to look like Australia. Yeah. Vegemite is nasty. That's what I hear from every person. I've never met a single person that says Vegemite is tasty. I've never even met an Australian that said Vegemite is tasty. Like, let's be honest. This is terrible. Awful. They even cut the provinces out. And it looks as dry as the Outback. I'm trying to come up with a good sentence for this person. Public flogging, followed by 5 years in a maximum security detention facility, accumulating in the capital punishment of being hanged and displayed in the streets. That's right. Yeesh. Vegemite pizza. I pray mercy for that person's soul. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this one. Ugh. That Vegemite pizza really kicks, though. Man, who doesn't love a Vegemite pizza? Now, I'm not big on sodas anymore. Uh, but yeah, let's take a look. Yep, that's pepperoni pizza flavored cola. Perfy, the perfect soda. It says Gabagool approved. Nobody approved this. No sugar. Vegan. Made by Uncle Polly. Well, guess what, Uncle Polly? You are hereby found guilty. And there's no caffeine in it. Because it says caffeine, forget about it. Yeah. I'm not a huge like soda person. I love pizza, but I would never I'd never try this. Like, ever. At all. Never once in the history of ever would I try a pepperoni pizza flavored soda. No more than I would try a bacon flavored soda. This is a different kind of pizza crime. And Uncle Polly, guess what? You're hereby sentenced to oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious. You are sentenced to, let's say, 5 years in prison. Medium security. Hail to Trina. What is up, T? She says, sup, guys? What's up? We're looking at the pepperoni pizza flavored soda. Yeah. Vince Womack says, I would rather blend a pepperoni pizza and drink that, right? At least then you could guarantee the flavor's accurate and it won't kill you. Because this is a vegan, sugar-free, caffeine-free pepperoni pizza flavored soda. All right. Would you guys try this? Would you try this for $100? Would you try this? Because personally, I wouldn't. But I want to know what you guys have to say. Would you try this? It's lightly sparkling, which means it's lightly carbonated, caffeine-free, vegan with no sugar. Uncle Polly, I rescind my previous sentence, and I hereby call upon the crime families of the mafioso to come and pay a visit to you, Uncle Polly. Because, Uncle Polly, this is bad. This is bad. Bad, 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 bad. I know Vince wouldn't drink this. Would you guys drink this? Yeah, I bet somebody would. For $100, would you drink this? Yes or no? Ready, set, go in the chat. Blah. Trina says, I've done worse for $100. That's fair. I probably have too. But, it's a 12-ounce can. Vince is like what? We're not here to testify or self-incriminate. All right. Yeah, we're here to judge. That's why we're here. We're here to judge these people for their crimes against the most delicious of foodstuffs, which is pizza. All right. Pizza-flavored soda, would you, yes or no? Let me know. Man, Trina's laughing. She's laughing. That's good. I'm glad you're laughing. Because the next one might take some joy out of your heart. Yeah. I'm pretty sure those... Are those figs? Yeah. Maybe those are figs. Vince Womack says, that's a no from me, dog. Yeah, for real. Man, it looks like mutilated animal parts, but I know it's a fruit of some kind. Ah, man. Yeah. This person needs time in a mental institution. Vince Womack says, oh god, at first glance I thought that was something else. Trina says, yeah, they look like buttholes. They do. Yes, so some butthole pizza. Man, you thought the testicle pizza was bad. Like, and what did they even, is this cooked in a pie pan? Like an actual pie pan? Like, what? Like, especially this one. This one looks like a butthole. People would be like, oh, he's watching porn. No, this is terrible, terrible pizza crimes. And this individual does, in fact, deserve some time in a mental institution for whatever the hell this is supposed to be. I've noticed a serious lack of sauce on a lot of these, which is also a minor crime, which adds to their sentence, but bleh. Bleh. She says, don't hone in on it. Why not? I'm just displaying the beauty of this person's personal creation. They look like bubbles. Don't hone in on it. Come on. Everybody loves a close up of a lovely butthole. Butthole pizza. This guy's face should tell you pretty much everything you need to know about what we're about to see. He's clearly a sadist. Yeah. Trina's laughing about the fact that I honed in on the butthole pizza, even though it was technically, I'm pretty sure it was fake, so I don't know. But, yeah, let's take a look at what this homie's got for us, huh? Let's see how bad this guy's crime is. That's a boiled pizza dough with gravy, mixed veggies. Vince is like, another sushi pizza? Question mark? No. A sushi pizza is far more acceptable than this. First of all, boiling the pizza dough is a crime in and of itself. Then the toppings, like, what is this sauce that he went and poured on here? This looks like it might be like a carrot sauce of some kind. Like, what is that? What is that? Can anyone tell me what this is? No. Vince Womack's like, much, much worse than a sushi pizza. Yep, and then, there it is. Your veggie casserole pizza, I guess. Carrot juice, says the lovely Sherry. It very easily could be carrot juice. You might not be wrong on that. But honestly, like, the International Criminal Court needs to find this man and punish him. Seriously punish him. Because I feel like this individual needs to be breaking rocks in the hot sun, you know. Breaking rocks in the hot sun. Yeah, you fought the law, buddy, and the law's gonna win on this one, I'll tell you, because you are being sentenced to work in an old school rock breaking quarry of some kind. Frozen mixed veggies are probably not frozen, knowing these people. At least it's fresh ingredients, right? Like, boiled with dumplings. Like, let's take a look at that real quick. Let's back that up. Like, obviously those are dumplings. Like, there's dumplings here and pizza dough. Supposedly pizza dough. I can't even honestly call this a pizza because of how awful this is. Like, the Italians should invade Singapore or wherever this person is. They absolutely should invade them. Man. Man. That's so bad. Ugh. Veggie pizzas. Not like that. Not like that. We all love pizza rolls, right? He says, no, it's dumpling dough. I can recognize that it's dumpling dough and not pizza dough, but that person called it a pizza, and therefore they're committed. They have committed a massive crime, and they are going to be summarily punished for it. Period. Ah. Who doesn't love a good pizza roll? Right? This person claims that these are pizza rolls, and it might be pizza dough wrapped around pizza fillings, but uh, on that last one, she says, no, it's meat. It's not meat. I don't think there's any meat on that. But anyway, Vince Womack says, I do like a spinach pizza every once in a while. I don't mind a spinach pizza. Occasionally. But yeah, so as far as the pizza rolls, heavy air quotes on that one. He says Vince Womack says it looks like barnacles. It kind of does. They got the shape and like everything. It does look like some barnacles. And honestly, I don't think this is cooked yet. This person posted a pre-cooked pizza roll picture, and part of me feels like they threw it away afterwards, which creates another crime of disposing of the evidence. This person is definitely getting sentenced to 7 to 10 years in a minimum security prison with prison-based counseling. Like, what is up with this one? Like, what did you do here? Like, what it almost looks like somebody just stuffed a bunch of eggs with shit, but like, this is technically pizza. Go. Vince Womack says some is cooked, dough still raw. Yeah. Yeah, it's like they somehow managed to pull the microwave method and cook the insides without cooking the outsides. Just looking at this breaks my brain. All right? This has potential for not being a pizza crime. But these are not pizza rolls. I don't care what anybody says. Those are closer to like biscuits or some shit filled with pizza stuff. But even that would be more acceptable than this. All right. Perjury, calling it pizza rolls. That's an additional crime. I'm holding this person in contempt of every law of every court in the world, and they should be held over for, not a pizza crime since not a pizza. They claim it's a pizza, therefore, it constitutes as a pizza crime. This is evil. This is a manifestation of evil, and therefore it must be punished accordingly. Wow, I just had an epileptic seizure. Sorry, from this next pizza. Yeah, this is the Pride Pizza. And for anyone wondering, all the colors are different edible glitter. All right. We got, yeah. Perjury. Yes, they are also guilty of perjury. Yes, indeed. This person is, whoever crafted this is like a wannabe Bond villain. Vince Womack says, fuck no. Why not? You don't want to poop multicolored, like, gender reveal pizza. Yeah, the gender of this individual is confused. Like, I can't even identify any actual toppings on this pizza. The rainbow colors didn't work out. I'm sure it looked a lot more fabulous before they put it in the oven. But, yeah. I can't imagine what the texture of this pizza would be. Like, my mind says that this pizza has a texture of sand. You know? Christian Delorme says it's a light bright pizza. I would eat light brights before I would eat this pizza. The actual physical light bright, the entire thing. I would eat it before I would eat this pizza. Does this rotate? It does. Look at that. There's a better picture. Let's flip that. Like, yeah, there you go. Yummy. Ha, Boosh McFadden. Hail, sir. He says, yikes, I just got dinner in front of me. Well, I hope this didn't ruin your appetite too much. Make sure you check out what you missed. Yeah. And like, I know this is supposed to be red and stuff, but like the off-color brown that it turned in the middle. He says, "Hey Trina, Christian, Vincent, Corey. Hello, my good friend. Welcome to the court." I don't think I have a punishment severe enough for this individual. Vince Romack says Scotch Brite. Uh ugh. Like, this is so terrible. I don't think there's crimes severe enough for this individual. So because of how gay this is, I hereby sentence this person to go to Iran and anywhere in the Middle East. They have to tour the Middle East with this pizza, asking if any of them would like to try it. That is their sentence. While wearing a rainbow shirt to match the pizza. Because this is an affront to not only criminal courts, but to every world religion that's ever existed. Period. The Spanish Inquisition would have a hell of a time with this person. Especially, you have to be demon-possessed to make something like that. And this next one was labeled a pizza, and I will explain what the person said in the comments. I'll give you the abridged version because it was lengthy. But yeah, so give you a look at this pizza here. All right. This is a pizza. And Christian says I'm muted. I shouldn't be. Can anyone else hear me fine? That's not a good thing. I'm muted. I'm not muted. Nope. Yeah, I'm still good. He says, no, you're not. Okay. Okay. He says, lovely Sherry says, I hear you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And so does Trina. That's good. That's good. All right, Christian, fix your shit. Trina says, no, that's what happens after you eat pizza. Yeah, right? Yeah, it looks like they ate a pizza and then duked it out onto another pizza. But what they did was they took all of their toppings, sauce, cheese, meat, all that stuff, and then they blended it. Hail to the toxic man flu. Hail. Christian says, okay, it was my end. Sorry. Yeah, you should be sorry. Gosh. Hail from John Edgar. He says, hey, all, sending this on my phone. My modem died, having internet issues. Bro, that sucks. I am sorry to hear that, my friend. I hate it when that shit happens. But welcome anyway, John Edgar. Hail to the John Edgar. This is the blended topping pizza. They literally threw everything in a blender and then put it on top of the crust. And then, as you can tell, they're pan frying this pizza. This is not okay. All right. A lot of people today are being sent to the mental institutions because of their behavior. Who blends all the toppings and then puts them on top of raw dough, thinking that'll turn into a good pizza? This is awful. Absolutely, absolutely awful. Like, honestly, it does look like someone just took a shit on the pizza. I didn't order sausage. Like, what? This is what happens when you eat Taco Bell and then decide to make a pizza. Blah. Icky. Trina should like the next one, because it's technically a dessert pizza. Vince Womack says, I was joking when I said I would blend the pepperoni pizza and drink it. Yeah, well, that person took it literally. All right? They took it literally. But like I said, this next one is technically a dessert pizza. And, yeah, so there you go. It's half cheese, half M&M. It's awful. Like, whoever ate this, I hope you're taking your insulin. Okay? because there's no way a sane mind comes up with this. So I can't readily sentence them to an actual prison. They have to go to a mental institution, but I'm sending them to the East State Mental Institution. Man. Trina says Stoner did this. Probably. I can't argue with that. Again, compared to pineapple, blah. Huh. Taste the rainbow. That was a couple pizzas ago. Yeah. You haven't been here for the pepperoni pizza flavored cola. Talking to Trina from Vince there. I bet she didn't miss it. She was just too busy throwing up to comment at the time. Yeah. I could not bring myself to even consider eating this pizza. Like, M&Ms are gross on their own. But this here, this is a whole different level of gross, because honestly, this seems like a Totino's pizza that someone threw M&Ms on top of and then baked at 350 for 20 minutes. M&M pizza, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love it. Yeah, I can't even describe. Like, okay, real quick, sentence on this is Maximum Security Mental Health Institute with a nutritionist consult on why they would do this. This next one, however, I can't even describe, so just look. This looks like a modern Totino's pizza that's been bastardized. Blah. Hail to Corey Pelsman, who says, your name is sexy. It is, isn't it? So is yours. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's always awesome to have another Corey here. Spelled correctly, by the way. Spelled correctly. Yeah, so the first crime I'm going to go out with is the toppings. Like, what is... Trina's accusing us of being biased. Whatever. You know my name is sexy. You know it. Corey says, Corey with no E is better than Corey with an E. You're damn right. Vince Womack says, who dropped a dookie on that thing? Right? I would like to say that this is just a misuse of spices, but it could be globs of pesto. Either way, the distribution is all wrong. All wrong. Same thing with the pepperonis. Like, why would... That's technically half the pizza because it's square, so you get a triangle of pepperonis. And then this here that looks like a dookie is actually the crust, which means they overcooked it. Trina says that's dog crap. It could be. Yeah, the whole pizza looks like dog crap, in my personal opinion. Vince says it looks like pesto. That's what I was thinking. This is some kind of pesto. I would like to say that it's just a really, really terrible application of spices, but it is probably a pesto. Yeah, this is wrong on a lot of different levels. I don't know how to sentence this person. Clearly, they need some mental health counseling, but they can't. Once they get done with their stay in the mental institution, they have to go to a maximum security prison to protect the world from crimes like this. Like, this is one of the worst things that I've seen. But we're not done yet, and we'll get to the worst things that I've seen. But whoever made this, take your meds. Please take your meds. It's not okay to just walk around with rampant mental illness shoved in everybody's face. Just ask the woke community. It just doesn't do anybody any good. Man. Yeah, so we'll I know I just jumped right into this. I don't normally jump right into it, but there's a lot to cover with this pizza. Okay. At first glance, some people would assume that these are egg whites. Hold on. Vince Womack says, for the dough to burn in the middle, you have to have skill or none. Right? It was burned in the middle, but not so much the outsides. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Yes. Vince says mozzarella. Yes, indeed. It is cheese. All right. We've got cheese, mushrooms, olives. I'm going to assume that's a yellow pepper of some kind, but it appears to be the only one. Maybe there's two. Not sure. We got red pepper here. Looks like that could be onions. Is that meat stuff? Yep, looks like some meat stuff here, maybe. Maybe some sausage or hamburger. Vince says, not melted. Yes, this is a two-parter. So this is the before and the after. The individual says, I call him Big Back. Yes, the lovely Sherry says, it's raw. Yep. She says, this one isn't baked yet. Yeah. The baked version that we're looking at right here is not any better than what it was before. Yeah. Trina immediately follows up with, oh, good God. Yeah. This is the Big Back pizza. Definitely guaranteed to give you a Big Back, because the amount of calories and cholesterol and nastiness that's inside of this is probably like, oh, there's a green pepper up here. Hey, at least they got their veggies in. Green, red, and yellow peppers. Good for them. I don't know. That could be a fruit leather for all I know. Like, yeah. More like broke back. Yeah. Gay. Man. Trina's laughing. Yeah, I don't know. It just, like, even the cooked version, like, if we compare these two, like, before and after, something tells me that when it cooked, like, yeah, it looked like everything melted when you compare the two. Like, big mounding pile, squishy, flat disgustingness. And look, there's the meat. Yeah. Vince says it looks nasty. I agree. That does look nasty. That's yeah. 15 years hard labor in California, cleaning up shit in San Francisco. That's what this person gets. That person gets to dedicate the next 15 years to cleaning up shit in San Francisco off the streets. And you'll notice that most of these don't have a caption or anything like that, and that's because they refuse to elaborate on what they did and why. And yeah, I can't even begin to describe what's going on here. Again, looks like a Totino's pizza. Totino's does the square pizza thing now. But then they topped it with whatever the hell they felt like topping it with. Like, what do we think this is? Is that looks like chives, maybe? A giant mound of chives in random dispersal patterns around here. All the cheese is in the middle. All the cheese is in the middle. And then on top of that, it looks undercooked. It seriously looks undercooked. Again, Vince looks nasty, is applicable. I don't understand. Lovely Sherry says it looks moldy. It does. It does. They perfectly captured the essence of mold. Vince says, or the greens from spring onions. That is very possible as well. Like, just this picture right here is enough to make you not want to eat anything ever again. But I can understand custom topping a Totino's pizza, but with this, and this is a minor crime. I'm not going to lie, this is a minor crime. So I'm going to go ahead and sentence this person to community service. I think 45 million hours of community service would be good. Yeah, working at an animal shelter with aggressive animals. Yep. That's awful. That's awful. But not as bad as this. Yeah. To describe this, you can see ham, or possibly really cheap prosciutto. I don't know. Probably ham. Corn. This looks to be rice and dog vomit. Not 100% sure. Rice and dog vomit. We'll go with that. And then over here, it looks like maybe salsa with more dog vomit. Maybe meat. Not 100% sure. I jumped too far and I ruined it. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. There you go. All right, let's just ignore what we just saw here. And then coming up to the top here, more ham, Canadian bacon, as some people would call it. God knows what they drizzled on this. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what this white stuff is. Vince Womack says for the last pizza, this guy here, that's not much cheese, but bechamel. Man. Lovely Sherry says, someone left the window open when they were mowing the grass. That's definitely how it seems with a lot of this. Like, what? I'm still trying to figure out what this is because it could be white cheddar cheese whiz. It could be sour cream. It could be mayo. Yeah, it could be mayo, as Vince points out. It could be mayo from a tube. Lovely Sherry says special mayo. Yeah, real special. Salty. I get when you want to customize a pizza so everybody gets what they want on a pizza, but just this portion of the pizza alone earns you the death penalty. The corn down here gets you 40 lashes minus 1. Whatever the hell is going on up here with this, I'm assuming it's salsa. I'm just going to assume it's salsa. It's got to be salsa. Or you know, the blood of the innocent. Whichever actually plays out on that. And then yeah. I'm just gonna say that's Cheese Whiz. That's Cam's Cheese Whiz or mayo. Yeah, multiple offender here. Rehabilitation after a life sentence or even, you know, just the death penalty. Let's put this person out of their misery. Yeah, let's go old school French. Let's get them the guillotine. Yep. Go all the way back to the 1970s and get them the French guillotine. For those of you who are going, what? Yeah. Last time the French executed someone with a guillotine was in the 70s, but they're bringing it back for this person. They're bringing it back for this person. 100% because of this. Special request from the Grand Inquisitor Corey. Please, France, do something about these. Yes, Trina says recidivism rate is too high with this one, and they can never be released. That's why, because obviously this person has no chance of being reformed as a criminal at all. And since I already ruined it, let's just jump right into the testicle pizza for the day. Yeah. Yep. There's the testicle pizza. And it's not the same testicle pizza as last time. It's got fresh basil on it. Assuming that's basil, it could just be leaves they picked off of a bush outside because guess what? These are not the same testicles as last time. These are actually turkey testicles. This is a turkey testicle. Look at that. That's a turkey testicle. So either this is a giant turkey testicle or this is a really small pizza. Lovely Sherry is automatically getting nauseous. As you should, because this is a testicle pizza. Don't start tripping. It's just a juicy testicle. I warned you guys about it in the beginning, but you didn't listen. Yep, Trina says, Gabriel, sound the trumpets. Indeed, it is time. It is time for the end of times to roll in and remove this abomination. Again, this person gets death by 1,000 cuts. Vince Womack says, for sanity's sake, I imagine it's a tiny pizza with beans on it. Yeah, you can imagine that all you want, but look at how big this turkey testicle is. Look at how big this freaking turkey testicle is. It's so bad. The fact that they have different varieties of testicle pizza boggles my mind. Because, yeah, Trina says, I love that Coke, Vince. Yep. And you know that those things pop when you eat them. You take a bite out of that and it's just like all over your face. Yeah, and I had to leave you with that image because look at that. This is a testicle pizza. Testicles for Christian Delorme. He loves it. Loves it. I'm committing the crime of overusing the Zoom wheel. Ooh. And Christian Delorme says, shut up, Corey. You know you love it. You know you love it, Christian. After how you reacted last time, it's just a juicy testicle. Ugh. How anyone could possibly eat a testicle pizza, I am speechless. I don't know. This person is death by 1,000 cuts and castration. They're made a eunuch and then they're executed. Why? Why would you do this? And yes, shocking for everyone, turkeys have testicles. They're just inside their bodies. And they harvested them for this pizza. Yeah. Trina says, I can't even eat cherry tomatoes whole. Yeah, and imagine how these pop as compared to tomatoes. You know, like what? Testy. Giant testy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, yeah, an uneven number of testes on this pizza. Oh, no, there's 8. I miscounted. My bad. There's 8 testicles. So only 4 male turkeys were harmed in the making of this pizza. Yeah. Testicle pizza. Yeah, that person is automatically sentenced to death by 1,000 cuts. Last note, though, if you'd like to support the channel and see more pizza crimes, make sure you check out the Ko-Fi link in the chat. Send us a small donation, and we might use it to get actual pizza, not that. Trina says, that was your favorite one, Corey. Yes, it was. It was. Yeah. Vince says, my stomach still does cartwheels from the Vegemite pizza. Justifiably so. Justifiably so. Make sure you drop a tip at ko-fi.com. Make sure you're subscribed here. Make sure you follow me over on Rumble. And check me out on Twitter. Right here. Talent. YouTube. And if you want to send me some pizza crimes or some what the food stuff of your own creation, make sure you hit me up on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Toxalat Entertainment. It's a good place to go to get a hold of me. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, that closes our pizza crimes for the night. Yes, make sure you join me over on Rumble, where I will be uploading this pizza crime very soon. I'm playing the algorithm with that stuff, by the way. Yeah. Lovely Sherry says, the bubblegum with banana was the worst. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad, especially with how juicy and gooey it was. It was not an acceptable thing. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, as Trina says, make sure you have a good night. Hit that like button. Share this out with your friends that need to lose their appetite. Next week, we have burgers and fries. Yeah. Burgers and fries. Wait until you see the crazy shit that I have there. I know normally I would end this show with something tasty from Christian Delorme, but I want that testicle pizza to just stew and just like get nice and marinated in your memory there. And then you can thank God when you go to eat a normal pizza. Yeah, absolutely. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. Stay sexy. Don't get murdered. And as always, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.